So today I believe we are beginning the wrap of Steph's Miata, and we got the box right here sticking out the Miata. My Subi at her house yesterday because I had to pick up the Z, so we're gonna go grab that now and then get the day started.
We're not grabbing the Subi.
We're not grabbing the Subi? Oh, we're getting.
We need the Miata and we need the truck.
Oh yeah. So today there's a lot of things on the agenda, but a big one is we are starting officially to wrap Steffi's Miata. So we got emerald green metallic wrap that I actually got from one of my good buddies, Zach Foss. Thank you again for that, buddy. So we're gonna start wrapping this. I don't think we're gonna get a huge chunk of it done today. I think we're just gonna do a panel a day, so until it comes together, because Steffi doesn't care, and whoever's wrapped the car before, if you're not that adamant on it, it's a very tedious process and it's a pain in the ass. So the cool thing today is one of Steph's older brothers was cool enough to give me his old moped. He moved away, has no use for it now. So I gotta get it running, get it all refreshed, and we should have a cool new shop moped. We got the Tomos loaded up, so I guess we're gonna head down to the shop and start our day. So Steffi just pulled a Miata in. The first thing we're gonna do is we're changing her trunk back to her stock trunk, which is a non-luggage rack trunk. Just because to remove this and wrap it and put it back on is just a huge pain in the ass. Trunk versus the new old trunk. So I pulled the third brake light out just so it's easier to wrap into it, and yeah, so I guess now we gotta clean it, prep it, and then wrap. All right, so I have the trunk prepped, aka I washed it and I wiped it down with rubbing alcohol. When it comes to wrapping, there is a lot of do's and don'ts and a lot of tricks and tips and all that good stuff. Everyone has their own style of wrapping. I am not a professional wrapper by any means. I've wrapped basically 2 cars and a crap tons of roofs before by myself. So I've done it quite a bit and I know what works for me and what doesn't. So if I'm doing something that's not technically on a professional scale, then I'm sorry for you guys that are professional rappers, but it works. Get it over there. Oh, beautiful. All right, so it's fully seated. It went over the little duckbill super easy. This, honestly, the Oracle, I was really surprised. This is what I use for my print vinyl, but I don't use their wrap series. I use just their calendar series. But this vinyl lays a lot easier than I think anything I've ever used. Now, the annoying part is tucking the corners and making sure that all seals and it's all nice. All right, so all the corners are tucked. Third brake light is wrapped in and we're all set. Now, you just want to give the vinyl a little heat. It'll cause the vinyl to resettle once it cools down and it'll hold shape a lot better over time. So I'm gonna do that, throw the brake light in, and we should be good for the trunk. The trunk is completely done. It looks good, I'm really happy. Now the car is officially probably like 5% done. I'm trying to do the easy stuff today because I'm feeling lazy today. So I'm gonna do the pop-up lights next. So, oh, I fucked myself.
What is happening?
Don't do this, I'm gonna show you, but vinyl's great because you could just kind of hang it. Alright, say you duck your vinyl like that. Give it a little bit of heat.
How much was that whole wood?
I don't know. Headlight covers are done. They look great. I'm really happy with it. All right, so Adam just showed up. We actually have to do his clutch, well, not his clutch, we have to drop his training again. His input shaft cover into the transmission is actually leaking, so we have to take that off, reseal it, and then put it back on, but it shouldn't be too big. He's out here flexing his whole gig. This thing never ends. It's insane. All right, so I think we're just gonna send it straight to the hood now. Guess that'd be the easiest panel next. So I'm just taking off the little air deflector pieces, whatever you want to call it, and gotta clean it up and we should be all set. Nice.
God damn. There's some bubble window. Yeah. Oh, this actually worked really well.
All right, beautiful. Thank you guys. You're all set. So when you lay it down tight like that, you actually get a very, very thin layer of air throughout basically the whole entire thing. So what you have to do is you kind of have to start usually from the center and kind of work the vinyl in, or else you're gonna just be chasing bubbles all day. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but you can just kind of take your time, and eventually they'll all come out. And if there's some little ones throughout the vinyl, if you leave the vinyl out in the sun for like a day, they usually go away anyways, so it's not too bad. It's tedious, but it's great. I mean, we're changing the color of the car so quick, you can't beat it. Alright, hopefully you can hear me over Adam's exhaust, but it's fully laid and pushed through. All the air bubbles are out and it looks absolutely amazing. Now is the tricky part. I gotta trim the outsides and tuck it all nice to make sure it all seats and doesn't peel up. Crust solve. Hood is all done and the front end is looking pretty cool. The black with the green actually looks pretty badass. So I think I'm just gonna keep tackling the red parts until it's all black and green, and then I'll start in the black parts, but I really like it. So I'd really love to get more done on the Miata today, but Adam's here and we need to get his clutch done. Or not his clutch, the input shaft cover on his tranny is actually leaking a crap ton of tranny fluid. I wouldn't even notice it before. We were assuming it was just leaking oil. It was decanting from the dipstick because he has a lot of crankcase pressure and this whole thing. So had to pull the tranny, do that seal, and today we're gonna basically just drop it and then probably tomorrow do the seal and whatnot. So it's a 2-day thing, so I have to rush for today. Wondering why it's blue. My sister actually backed into her car last year, so we had to get her an extra door and all we could find was blue. So that's why. But we're in the process. It'll be one color soon enough. But now we have to pull our cars out and we're gonna put Adam's in the back, put on jack stands, and get to work. Awesome. I love Adam's crash bar. I just ordered it a few weeks ago. It's a Street Faction bar, and this is what I've been waiting on. They take a few weeks to come in, but they're so worth it. All right, so we just got Adam's car on jack stands, and we're doing a little bit of diagnostics before we start pulling anything. The rear half of his, the rear end of his transmission is actually extremely wet. And so we're trying to figure out where the hell that's leaking from, because we never took off the shifter plate, which is usually what causes it. And then the front is definitely wet. The clutch fork itself, there's a little boot on it that gives access to the tranny, gives access to the bell housing, and that is soaked. The whole clutch fork is soaked, and the tranny's only been on for one drift event, so it shouldn't be that wet. So we're just gonna drop the tranny now, inspect the rear end more when it's out, and start to tear it apart. Hey, Wavy finally made it down, and he's got his front aero bumper on, dude. That looks so good. That fits so good for eBay plastic, like fiberglass.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do anything. I had to raise the front up to get out of the driveway, but...
Dude, all right, so Wavy's got the front bumper on. I guess we're gonna throw the rest of the kit on now when his brother gets here. Yeah. That's awesome. I'm stoked, dude.
I'm stoked too.
Go back to Adam's car. We have to bang out a few more things. We're not trying to finish this today, but we're trying to get a big chunk of it done. So we're gonna just bang out this real quick before people start showing up. Because I really want to hop on Wavy's car because I've been waiting to do this forever.
All right, so we got Wavy's car in here. We're gonna try 326 power wing on it now.
But in the meantime, we mocked up the skirts really quick, and they're flared out a little bit more than they should be, just because the door's holding them in and they're not mounted. But starting to look really cool. Wow. 326 wing looks hot on everything. Dude, the rear is...
That looks so good, dude.
You just got... That's so drifty looking. It's awesome. So we've been going back and forth to Adam's car from a few nonsense and just getting some things done. I think the tranny housing bolts are all off. I think there's like one in there somewhere that I can't find. So maybe they're not. So we're lowering the subframe. I think did you lower all the bolts? There you go.
Jack up the oil pan.
Yep, we gotta remove the tranny mount in the rear, and then we're gonna jack up the oil pan and tilt the motor back, and it should just fall out. Hopefully. Andy's about to help Wavy pull his rear bumper off. It's probably never been removed. That means there's probably 800 tabs holding this thing together.
Come to the hot boy kid on.
Is that styrofoam?
Yeah.
I have just like this.
Oh my gosh.
You got a hot boy kit for your car? I got a hot boy kit. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. This lighting is so bad.
Yeah.
It's probably a 10mm. I feel like everything's a 10mm.
All right, so this is how when your hands are dirty, you ain't got no soap.
I don't see any real oil in here.
It's great for the skin. So for the stock bumper, if you want to come over here, Wavy, they have these two holes right here that hold it up really nice in the front. So basically, if we get these on both sides on the other bumper, it should hold it in really, really good on the sides, and we'll worry about the back later. If I can speak, we'll worry about the back later. So we're about to drill these out in the fiberglass and hope that works. Right, so the holes are drilled. This sits on here really nicely. It's actually like the perfect size so it still clicks in. And then this hole, if it'll focus, will go right into the quarter and we're all set.
Nice work.
Now I gotta do the other side and we'll be perfect. Oh,
There it is.
hopefully that doesn't break. It's under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm ask you that. Oh yeah, I forgot. This side was duff. This one used to be collapsing like 4 inches, and we heated it up and had Jimbo kick the inside of the trunk, and it came out a lot, but it's still not perfect. That was a funny day.
This is like the DIIVIINE
Right. I'm trying to put this on without fucking taking the back wheel off, but it's definitely not easy. So the rear bumper is fitted and it looks amazing. Super aero, looks great. The skirts aren't fully mounted yet, but they're on. And holy crap, this is kit aggressive, but it really makes the car. Wavy, you just need bigger wheels now.
Yeah, that's it.
So he's gonna go with some 18-inch MB battles, I believe, to get it off the ground a little bit more, but the kit looks amazing. It's not bad for eBay kit. It ended up fitting extremely well. What kit was it?
Duraflex.
Duraflex.
Yeah.
So usually fiberglass kits from eBay fit like booty and you have to really cut them up to make them fit. But I'm generally impressed with this one. So you IS guys out there, you lucky guys, I suggest this kit. I would do it the exact same way. Shots to you.
Hey, nice work.
Adam's car is now on jack stands. His parts come in for Tuesday, so we can get that done then. And yeah, it's nice to see the Z here. I'm stoked. I love having the hood open because I just love walking past it and keeps me motivated to keep my S chassis clean. That motor just looks way too gorgeous in there, but. So I've been really tempted and I've been thinking about getting rid of the Z in order to do a new build because honestly I just love building cars and I've been wanting to do an RX-7 and FD for ever. And I'm really thinking about it. Let me know what you guys think. It is perfect though. Okay.
I'll buy it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
With the water money?
That's it.
Yeah, I guess tonight's video over, so you guys want to end it for me?
Crack a cold one, boys. Like, subscribe, cop a pineapple sticker. Link in the description. Peace.